Hey guys, we're going to do a reading. We're going to do a really important one tonight. It's a little bit different than I've been doing, but one of the things is the Kali Yuga, the Trib, we're in some challenging times and stuff. And I'm downstairs. I probably won't have my upstairs soon because I got a roommate. I took in my student and her kids, and it's all, everybody's got to get away from the karmics and the narcs and the false twins. You got to get it done and stuff. She got in a bad situation, and it kind of went down, but that's where we are. So luckily she was not far from here, so I got her and everything. Oh, and then if you sit in the corner there, you can't be seen. Okay, so anyway, so I got a roommate, and she gets to wear my clothes. She's got my Hex the Patriarchy shirt on. We get along fine. Okay, so anyway, but a big thing is going on right now in Nevada, Burning Man. Okay, this is terrible. The show, they're saying, some say 70, some say 80,000 are stranded because of the floods. You're having a Burning Man, but then you got flooded. Oh boy, there's some weird irony with that. I know the planet's been raging. We just had the hurricane, and we know Ron the Khan didn't want to talk to Biden. Well, he's scummy. You all know how I and really Spirit feel about him. Okay, he has it coming. And I'll be doing something on that soon. Get Anubis for that. But this is epic, because Burning Man is kind of a place where everybody gets together, build a city. Like, I was showing Asha kind of how it works. Build a whole city in the desert, build the big, huge Burning Man, have a festival, music, all kinds of stuff, burn the Burning Man, and then they take it all apart and go away like it never happened. It's a big ritual. A lot of people, it's normally supposed to be kind of a fun and let loose and everything, and yeah, it's a powerful ritual. It really is a ritual in many ways and stuff. And it can be a positive experience. But with all these people stranded right now, some have got out, some made the trek. Chris Rock was there, he got out. But no, not everybody has his money and things. But there's a lot of people stranded. Some people are trying to walk out. Their cars are there. They're stuck. They're literally stuck out there in the desert. Okay. And what I'm irritated about is, there should be a serious, why aren't they landing the choppers, getting the military out there, they're not that far from Area 51, or something, get them out. But they're just, and then food. And see, my concern is, what if it turns into Lord of the Flies out there? Now, I don't know if you guys remember when they did another Woodstock. There was a Netflix special about it, how bad that one got, okay? And it got real nasty. It wasn't like the Woodstock in 1969 when I was born. That Woodstock was pretty successful. But they tried to recreate it, and it turned into Lord of the Flies. Now, this one, they're stranded, all those people, and they've only got so much food. So, they got to get out. And it's like, what's going on? I'm looking at the YouTubes that I just found out about it now because there's been so much going on. And I'm like, oh God, if they start running out of food, water, all that, it could turn into Lord of the Flies. Okay, that's my concern. So we are going to read it with the Stranger Things deck because that's my apocalyptic deck. Okay, but let's go ahead and look. There's a CNN. I know I'm not a fan of CNN, but it's, I tried to get one that's not too terribly long about what's going on at the Burning Man.
We begin this hour with thousands of people in a sticky situation in the Nevada desert. This is new CNN drone video of people who came for the normally sun-soaked Burning Man festival, but extreme weather intervened. This video taken just a short time ago as the revelers were making their way out of the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. A storm dumped 2 or 3 months worth of rain in just 24 hours. One death
imagine 2 or 3 months worth
is being investigated. Attendees have been bogged down in thick, ankle-deep mud, making driving impossible, walking a slog.
They can't drive out.
They're being told to conserve water, food, and fuel. But things are slowly improving. Earlier, I spoke to one woman stranded there and asked her about the conditions.
Well, here's what it looks like on your feet. It's horrible.
Wow.
Everything is wet. Everything is muddy.
Let me fix that a little bit.
But all of our spirits are really high. Like the previous person said, we're all kind of coming together as a community, making sure, we all get packed up and break down camp safely. Everybody's eating. Everybody's got water. Everything is pretty good.
That's good at the moment.
CNN's Camila Bernal joins us now.
But it just
Camila,
happened.
I was just amazed. You probably couldn't see the video from where you're standing, but as I was talking to this woman, she picked up her foot and she showed what looked like 2 or 3 inches of thick mud stuck to the bottom of her shoe. And I guess this is what people were dealing with in the middle of all this, but I guess things are improving somewhat. Give us the latest.
God, I hope so. But
well, Jim, it's still really messy, and I don't have to see the video because there were so many people that I saw here walking out of the playa. Just to give you some perspective of where I am, the playa is right here behind me, and so the festival is only just a couple of miles from where I am. So throughout the day, I saw dozens and dozens of people with those cakey shoes with mud all over their bodies. The cars are covered in mud. I saw a number of RVs getting stuck behind me here in the desert. That's what you're seeing today. And people are saying, look, I want to get out no matter what. The people that I talked to today told me we needed to get out for one reason or another, which is why they decided to either walk or try to get their cars here. Despite the fact that there is a shelter in
look at
place,
the mess.
they decided to come out, and that's what they were
stuck
calling
there.
the beginning of the exodus. They say tomorrow it is going to be even worse because there's going to be more people wanting to get out because of the situation of not having maybe enough water or food.
Yeah.
There is a lot of people who are saying,
I'm
look,
really
we're
nervous
sharing,
about this.
we're dividing our portions. They're all coming together to help each other. They're all
At
very
the moment.
positive. Everyone that I talked to had told me that they're having a great time, that they're happy, but there was some concern about what kind of food and supplies they had for the rest of the days, depending on how long they had to be here. And of course, everyone that I talked to today telling me that it was very difficult to walk out of the festival. Here's one of those attendees and what she told me.
It's quite expansive out there, and it probably took me 3 hours of slogging to walk just from my camp to the road. And I did get a little bit of a hitchhike in the back of someone's truck, but yeah, it's just really thick, dense mud. So wherever it's wet, it's just heavy and sticky, and it's a real sloppy mess out there. Most everything's turned off, but there's still some people partying.
And it's not easy. Like she said, it's a sloppy mess, but there's still hundreds and thousands of people that are in the playa that are here behind me, just miles away, dealing with that mud still. Again, they're all very positive and saying they're in a good mood and trying to make the best out of the situation.
Not the moment.
Unfortunately, there was one death reported.
Yes,
they said
there
authorities
was.
saying that they found one individual in the playa. They did not give specific as to what happened, exactly when, or what was the cause of death, but authorities did say they reached out to the family to let them know. But again, this is a community coming together and saying that they're going to be out here. The man
God,
is
I
going to
hope
burn
so.
tonight, so there will be a burn tonight, so they will continue to have fun, Jim.
All right, Camila Bernal, and we saw that tow truck going
Okay,
behind you
so
just a few
just kind of
moments
what's
ago.
going on, what it looks like, and there's more, and it's a lot. But you know what? Some are trying to do the trek, which it could be like I think Chris Rock might have had to get 4 miles, and he found a way out or something. But their cars can't leave. Some people are trying to walk out, but they gotta, just like she said, slog through deep mud. And for those who can't slog through and it's not so easy, what if someone's handicapped, for example? It's how, and when they start running out of food, what's going to happen? Okay, that's the thing. You got, the variations are 70,000, 80,000. It could be more out there. Okay, and then what happens when food and water gets scarce? Okay, that's my concern, Lord of the Flies. Okay, I know how it went down at that other Woodstock, and it wasn't even this magnitude of what's going on here. Okay, it's really, so far they're saying community coming together, but there's got to be people out there panicking. How do I get out? What are we going to do? Food. Not everybody can be that nice. Okay, so this is a lot. And there needs to be some kind of evacuation plan. I mean, to get these people out, they need to send the military in to start dropping, choppers or something to get them out. like it's a war zone. That's what they need to do. And it's like, why aren't they doing this? That's the thing that blows my mind. You know, they've got to be coming up with some kind of plan. I mean, they have to be, but oh boy, they need to take it seriously, because if it goes Lord of the Flies, it's going to be ugly. Okay, so we're going to read with the Stranger Things deck because we're in the times, and this is a times thing. Oh, I'm sure of it. Okay, I'm sure of it. And, you know, but the thing is, you know, the Burning Man, usually the type of crowd it draws is, you know, usually kind of cool, spiritual people, and people like music, and that's the thing. That's what sucks, you know, about it. You know, this is not one of dumbasses rallies, okay, you know, with a bunch of red hats. This is the Burning Man. So it's a little bit different kind of energy there. So we don't want to see people go down, but I know how people can get. Okay, so is it going to get nasty and stuff? And of course, I want to be careful on anything that has to do with death. Anytime I kind of read, I try not to predict certain things like that. But we're just going to kind of look what's going to happen with these people at the Burning Man. Okay, so, and don't forget, guys, let's pray for the people that they can get out, that our stupid government does something, you know, it gets on the ball and takes it seriously to get them out of this mess. Okay. Now we're going to look at it. Yeah, I got to be downstairs and everything. Ash is going to play with the cats while I do this. Okay, very concerned for the people at the Burning Man. You know, this is a lot. And Stranger Things, because, yeah, this is a strange thing, you know, and stuff. And pretty soon we'll look at Florida again, you know, Ron the Con and everything. Yuck. Let me just get the selenite one and get his yucky energy out of my space. We know he's scummy. All right, here we go. And, yeah, I'm going to read reversals. Okay, here we go. All right, let me get my thing here. Okay, so the very first card is the Six of Strands. Now, remember, it's an apocalyptic deck. Okay, and that is going to be, normally it is the victory card. But I'm also dealing with this. You know, so one of the things aiming here, I do kind of look at, oh no, my apologies. It's the Nine of Strands. Let me shake it off. This is very traumatizing to me. My apologies. This is the Nine of Strands. So this is the Nine of Wands. Forgive me. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is defense, is normally what it is. It's having, you know, like putting up a wall, a barrier, getting ready, bracing the self. Okay, so I kind of look at that, and we can kind of see the image is not pleasant. Okay, Nine of Wands. So that makes me feel that everybody at the Burning Man that is out there right now needs to kind of guard themselves. You know, get ready for it. Guard their food, guard their water, you know, and stuff like that. Because, yeah, if people start running out of food and water, they could get desperate and there could be fights. Okay, and I'm a little concerned about that it could get, you know, and if I see Seven of Wands, which is offense, oh yeah, people getting aggressive, or the Five of Wands, that could be physical violence. So I do have this that I'm sure a lot of people, there's, you know, like I said, I'm guessing maybe 80,000, it could be more, are out there stranded, and they're going to be guarding their stuff. Okay, so that's a big thing. Oh God, I don't want to get taken down. Okay, taken down for my food or whatever, you know, if somebody gets hungry, you know, what if this drags on for a week or more? Okay, it could get ugly, guys. Okay, that's my concern. Crossing card, probably something with the government. Let me see. Okay, so we've got the Six of Spokes, which is the Six of Cups. It looks like he's at a party or a festival, right? He's got that thing, you know, he's got that Ferris wheel in the background. Yeah, you know, and this could be about, you know, children and childhood. So people like going out and just kind of want to be like children, you know, childlike spirits. And there's a lot of people out there. I just, you know, I want to have music and I have a good time and do this Burning Man. See how he's got a little party there and everything like that. Oh boy, you know, so, you know, I would hope that they would just, oh God, be like childlike spirits in a good way and not get childlike spirits like what? Lord of the Flies. Okay, I'm very concerned about that. Okay, so let's kind of look at the hidden area, what's going on. I look hidden area, let's see if there's anything going on. The government have a plan. Oh, temperance is a big one. Patience, divine timing. Will people be patient? Now, at the moment, I'm sure a lot of people, oh, we're in good spirits, you know, we're having fun. It may be fun at the moment. Oh, we got stranded. Oh, you know, that's the way it goes. At the moment, patience. At the moment, balance, but for how long? Okay? I'm hoping people could just be all good people but I see that guy. He's looking at a very old school phone because obviously Stranger Things what it was. And he's kind of looking like, yeah, but it you know, is something coming? Maybe things are patient, divine timing at the moment, but is it coming? Okay, he's got the phone. Little concern. Remember, this is apocalyptic deck. I have to look at it at a different angle. What's coming here? Okay, so we got the Three of Spokes. That is the Three of Cups. That is reverse. Three of Cups can be a reason to celebrate. Well, the Burning Man is a celebration. That is a big thing. Now, notice the spokes. They're just all kind of on the ground, taken apart. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. They're kind of just taken apart, laying there. Okay, and one of the things is that's what they normally do, erect it and take it down. Okay, but all this stuff is kind of a mess, and we got the falling leaves there. Oh boy, you know, it's just, this is a disaster. This is a disaster and everything, you know, so the coming together, the pulling apart, oh, it's all thrown all over the place, okay? So I'm very concerned that divine timing, that patience, can they keep the balance? I know there's good-hearted people there who would never, like, steal someone's food, but like I said, it could, if they're out there too long, it's going to get crazy. The Hierophant. Yep, there we got that's the Ferris wheel thing behind in the background. Okay, that's one of the big things. We got him. He's got the corn dogs. It looks like he's having a good time, right? You know, at a party, you know, food. Okay, the Hierophant, he's holding up a couple of corn dogs. Food. Okay, what's going to happen when the food runs out, though? Will people be good? This could be about morals and values, you know, the actual card, okay? You know, the Hierophant can be about moral and values, what's right, what's good, you know, doing the right thing. Right now, I know there's a lot of good people because normally good people do go to the Burning Man. But he's got food in his hand, a couple of corn dogs. What happens when those corn dogs run out? You know what I'm saying? And stuff. You know, that's the thing. What's going to happen? That's my concern. Now, let's kind of go into the past energy. What, you know, and this is going to be a very recent past and everything. So we've got the Eight of Dice. That is the Eight of Swords. Yes, to be surrounded by the swords and trapped in kind of a trap. And there's normally water at the feet. Well, in this case, there's a flood. And we've got, you know, the little people there standing in the light. Oh, God, you know, so they're all kind of trapped, you know. And normally it's the Eight of Swords can be a metal trap, but not always. Like sometimes it could be a symbol for jail. It could be. But they are trapped within this thing. And the water at the feet, oh, it's epic. Okay, the flood. It's supposed to be a burning man, and then it floods. Okay, you heard it. About 2 to 3 months of rain in 24 hours hit it. Okay, this is biblical, guys. This is biblical shit. Okay, and also Kali Yuga. Let me include, they both apply. Okay, so we've got also a past position, the Page of Scoops. Okay, so that's going to be the Page of Pentacles. They got a lot of young people out there. Yes, a lot of young people, and that's my concern. You know, Burning Man, you saw, you know, some people are older, you know, they're chill. They could have good old Woodstock people from back in the day, but there's a lot of students out there, a lot of young people. I'm very concerned with that. You know, and they're not used to this kind of stuff at all. Okay, and let's go ahead and pull one more for the past energy. We got the Six of Strands. Oh, that's the one that I misspoke on. Six of Strands is the Six of Wands, which is victory. This, when it reverses, is not such a great victory. Obviously, it's not successful. What happened with the Burning Man with the flood? How did they not see it coming? I'm sure they checked the weather. This is a surprise, okay? You know, normally if somebody knows this much rain is coming, they would cancel the Burning Man. Did somebody know, though, that it could possibly rain? Oh, God. If somebody did, there could be a lawsuit like we've never seen. Okay, so we got the Eight of Scoops. The Eight of Scoops is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, and so that card can be about mastery of the craft. This is something that has been done many, many times. This is also the Sun in Virgo card. We are in the Virgo month. We just had the blue moon. Okay, so this is a big thing. This, with this energy, I mean, they've done this festival many, many times. How prepared were they? I feel one of the problems that's going to happen is after this Burning Man thing is all said and done, you know, I mean, they might not be able to do them ever again. I will say that. That is a possibility. Okay. But they're going to kind of look at what about the safeguards? If there's some kind of disaster, why is there no planning? I feel they were not prepared for this. I mean, they definitely, how would you be prepared for something like this, right? And stuff. But, there's going to be a lot. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in the news, okay? It's definitely going to grow massively, especially, because it could go Lord of the Flies. I don't see it going Lord of the Flies yet, but I haven't gotten into the present position yet. But the hidden area, the Hierophant points to the corn dogs, food. You know how they have festival food? I bet they really do have corn dogs there, okay? And once all that, the food that they sell, the vendors, and the people that brought food or whatever is done, oh boy. Okay, especially water. Water is required, right? You got to have water to live. You got to have some kind of liquid. Okay, so what do we got? Oh boy, I'm getting nervous. So we got the 10 of scoops reversed. Okay, 10 of scoops is the 10 of pentacles reversed. Okay, so, one thing that can be about, money and so forth. That is one of the things. It can also be about generations as well. But this is my concern. Let me pull up for this one. And everything. And just kind of, even Ash and I were talking a little bit about it. The money involved to get these people out is going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot of resources and stuff. But I feel like when I was looking at this at the news, it's like they, no, I know, if I can be a fly on the wall, the people in the government should be very concerned about the people that are stranded there and the life that could be taken and stuff like that. Okay, they've already had one death. It's just, but there's food at the moment. There's water at the moment. Okay, but it just kind of makes me feel, oh God, the money involved, the military, they're haggling out how to get them out and stuff. And they better not be cheap about it. This is a lot of lives. This is a lot. Some cities are this big, right? This is a lot that needs to get out of a desert. Okay. And technically, guys, it's still summer. It gets hot. Okay, so the next one, we got the 3 of dice. Okay, we got the 3 of dice. That's a grave. Yeah, I try to be careful, but, I hate to predict these things. Now, the 3 of dice is the 3 of swords, which could be suffering and heartache, but this one shows a grave. Okay, so, when they start suffering and various things that start going on, like, from hunger or getting sick, and people just being covered in mud and they can't shower, they can't clean up and everything. That's what I'm worried about. Lord of the Flies. Okay, and stuff. I don't like to predict death. I am praying I'm wrong on it, but I just sadly feel that, there's going to be more than one. With a grave sitting there, I'm unfortunately, I just hope it's not massive. That's, I don't want any more at all. But, I just hope God is good all the time and the government starts taking action. I'm just concerned they're going way too slow. Why are they not sending choppers out, getting these guys out? I know we've got the stuff. Get them out. Okay? Shit, if Elon's got a starship, fucking get them out. There's got to be a way. This is ridiculous. Justice. Yeah, justice can be also about the karma thing, but I also look at that. What is the karma if our government does not take this seriously with the Burning Man people that are all stranded out there? This is huge, guys. It's people wading through the mud trying to get out. What do they expect them to do? They need to start landing choppers and evacuating these people, regardless of how much money it is, or it's going to be fucking Lord of the Flies. Okay, the karma involved in this is, and there's going to be lawsuits, and there's going to be a bunch of shit. Okay, so going into the environment energy, we've got the 2 of spokes, which is the 2 of cups. It is reversed, and so that's kind of my concern. Is like maybe people are kind of friendly at the moment, one-to-one, but they could start turning on each other. Okay, it could get nervous, and other things can happen with men and women. Okay, let me just say, if people get Lord of the Flies, it could get weird. I'm hoping, people be calm at the moment, but when everything gets weird, it awakens that old primal fucking hunter shit. It gets weird. Ace of Scoops. Ace of Scoops is Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so certain things, it's like they need to put that's abundance that sometimes can be muddy. They need to do the right thing here and spend the money and get everything going on and take this seriously. This is probably one of the most important things that is going on right now, is what is happening at Burning Man. This is incredibly important. You know, while everybody's all worried about all the stupid shit, and they're on Twitter going, "I'll never surrender," and posting dumbass Trump's mugshot and all this shit, this is very important. The one hurricane's already happened and getting them power and all that, but this is really important. Okay? Spend the money, get it done. Oh, hopes and fears. The hope is the sun. You know, that everything could, you know, pass in a positive way. The big one is the outcome. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I kept it up, guys. I didn't mean to do that. So, sorry. Page of Dice reversed is Page of Swords reverse. That can be about news or communication. I'm feeling some negative news is going to come from this. We're going to start getting some reports of things that are not what we want to hear, unfortunately. Okay, I will say that. I'll put one more. The other one is the Nine of Scoops, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Definitely there is, when I see the Knight of Pentacles, can have to do with women, but it's not exclusive. You know, a certain level of dependency can be on that. And I know everybody is dependent on certain things, like also working together, kind of sharing the food, sharing the water. It's almost like they're stranded on an island somewhere, okay, like Castaway, you know, and there's only so much to go. It's a desert, so it's not like they can climb a palm tree and get a coconut and survive, okay, and drink out of it and eat it and stuff. And they can't fish, you know. It's a desert. So there's nothing to eat out there that grows, okay, and stuff. This is, you know, where, you know, maybe an Eagle Scout can make it. Somebody in the military could figure out a way to survive, but a lot of people do not have those skills. I'm going to pull one more. Seven of Strands is the Seven of Wands. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, that's the final one. Offense. There's offense and then there's defense. We start with defense. I got to protect myself, protect my food, you know, be ready for anything. And yes, people going on the offense. Okay, that could be, you know, people having to stand their ground, yes. But people going on the offense, possibly attacking each other. We start with offense we start with defense and with offense. Yes, I am concerned it could turn. I'm not saying for every single person, but it could go Lord of the Flies. That's what I'm worried about. Unless they'll get those choppers and start landing them and get them the hell out. And I mean, if I was there at the Burning Man, I would be like, I'm going to sludge through this and I'm getting out of here because I know what's going to happen. Okay? If people are trapped out there for like a week or whatever and the food runs out, they're going to get uncivilized because that can happen. You know, I know it happened at the Woodstock in the 90s, and this is even bigger. It's a lot of people and they're stranded in a desert. So I'm very concerned about that. Now, I would like to, I know it's brutal. God, what does Spirit say about this? I do have the Be Blessed, the Blessed Be deck. I'm being pulled to that one. I pulled it down tonight. What does Spirit have to say about this? Well, one of the things, let's pray for these people. That's one of the big things. Let's also pray our government does something to get them out. And not just let's wait it out and see, what are you waiting for? Get them out before they go Lord of the Flies. Okay? A blessing to shield and safeguard you. Yeah, let's go ahead. You see that image? Yeah, let's go ahead and pray for the people at the Burning Man that they are shielded and safeguarded. Okay, that's a big one from the energy that can take over, you know, when this happens. Okay. Yeah, that's a big one. Let's send that energy outward to, you know. Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. Okay, we know who the Morgan is. Peace after battle. Oh, God. So that's the thing. peace comes after a battle. Okay, that's concerning. There is going to be some fights there, for sure. A blessing to find the truth. Yeah, one of the things we really got to kind of examine, is, in our core, our nature. Well, why are we even going through a Kali Yuga? Why do we even have to go through the trib in the first place? We all need to take a look at that. What got mankind into this mess in the first place? Okay, that's a big one. The light workers are like, you got to save your soul. Oh God, these people have to save themselves big time. A blessing for your boundaries. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and pray that people will respect their boundaries of other people. Respect their food, water. I ran out. They got food. It's not mine. Okay, that's going to be, whoa. Yeah, so let's send that blessing out that people will respect boundaries. But see, the thing is, we've got the Hierophant, those that have a conscience, those that, have some kind of moral in there, an inner moral, not something programmed in the mind, but something innate. It's like, no, I can't hurt somebody to take their food or water. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the thing. But other people let that go when it comes to, survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? A blessing on your day. Okay, is one of that. Well, the Burning Man day. Yeah. This all, and she's kind of sitting there kind of hugging a tree and just, yeah. Do we appreciate our planet? They're in a desert. There's nothing. Okay. A blessing to find your way. I'm sending blessings that they find their way out of this safely. That's a big one. Can the mud dry up so they can walk out of there? Oh, God. Or drive out of there. That would be nice. But unfortunately, they're all sunk in a bunch of mud. They can't even drive out. A blessing on your family. Yes. There's people out there with their whole families. Yeah, what about the kids out there? What about people that took their kids? Teenagers and things. Hopefully they didn't bring little ones. But I'm sure some did. A blessing of forgiveness. Yeah, that's a big one. Spirit wants the forgiveness to be going on. We need to ask for forgiveness for whatever got us in the mess of the Kali Yuga and the trib. I'll do a final one. A blessing of protection. Yes. And I definitely want to send this out to everyone at the Burning Man. That they are, everybody individually be protected and they don't end up, Lord of the Flies. If anybody's going to go Lord of the Flies, please let it be a very small amount of people. And most will listen to the Hierophant energy and do the right thing and be cool. If they all can work together. See, this is the one thing I look at. There's a big test with this. It would be awesome if they could show an amazing example in humanity. There's a couple ways it could go here. I know there's going to be some that aren't going to do it because you know how people are. But if they can show something that humanity can get stranded out there and not go Lord of the Flies, oh God, I hope so. I know some are going to act like fuckers, so it's going to happen. Okay, well, they're out of food, their water, and the beer is gone. They're going to... But if they can show by example, if they can, get, there's going to be some people who wake up, promise you. They're going to wake up in some way. That it's going to be something that raises consciousness. But if they can kind of show America or even the world that, yes, they could come together and work together to survive, oh, that would be beautiful. So I send that blessings, the Blessed Be deck, I send out to Burning Man, and I hope so that it's only a few. There is going to be some, but I also got the Knight of Wands, that they're, protect. They're going to have to, watch themselves, even when they sleep, because not everybody's going to behave. But maybe they will surprise us at Burning Man and show that they work together. That would be amazing. Wouldn't it be nice to have another Woodstock from 69 and not from the 90s? I do hope this helps, and let's go ahead and keep an eye on it. I'm going to be glued to YouTube, keeping an eye on this Burning Man thing.